Disclaimer. The channel would like to sincerely apologize to anyone who finds the ideas presented in this video inaccurate, or even offensive. What has been presented in this video, with the best intentions, is the channel's best ideas, out of its present limited human content. The channel has tried to keep the presentation as simple as it could, but some ideas of the presentation are new, and hence, they could be demanding to some people. Please stay focused, processing the ideas, and when new or challenging ideas are introduced, they will be elaborated, and repeated, and reintroduced, during the presentation. If you have emotional difficulties, or you have difficulties coping with today's world, it is best not to watch this video, because it may provoke existential issues. The script of the video is available to be downloaded in the description. Non-language conscious dimension 2. Dimension 2 is the dimension all human beings are in presently, the dimension all human beings are experiencing presently, with one key difference: there is only one human being living on a small isolated island, where there are plenty of drinking water and a lot of eatable fruits and plants, but on the small isolated island there are no living creatures. Hence, this human being has never come in contact with another human being or with any other living creatures, such as animals, birds and fish. This human being is in the non-language conscious dimension 2, and his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world is not the same as the outside world, because his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world is the result of coming in contact through his 5 senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste and touch, with the outside world. For example, when this human being comes in contact with a rock or a tree, the rock and the tree do not pass into his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world, the rocks and the tree's composite elements and volume do not pass into his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world, but what passes into his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world is the rocks and the tree's phenomena, impressions, through his 5 senses. This human being on the small isolated island, where he has never come in contact with any other living creature, is not aware of the differences between his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world and the outside world, meaning the unconscious dimension 1 world, because his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world has never been questioned, has never been disputed, has never been contested by another living creature's behavior. For example, firstly, for his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world, seawater is always salted and not drinkable, and also he cannot survive underwater for a long time, but he does not know that seafish drink seawater and also they survive underwater. Secondly, for his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world, barks of trees taste disgusting and are not eatable, but he does not know that woodworms find barks of trees delicious and eatable. Thirdly, for his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world, apples are eatable, but he does not know that lions do not eat apples. For this human being to become aware of the difference between his outside world, meaning, the unconscious dimension 1 world and his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world, this human being needs to come in contact with another living creature, where the different behavior of the living creature would lead him to question, would lead him to dispute, would lead him to contest his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world against the unconscious dimension 1 world, hence, making him aware of differences between the unconscious dimension 1 world and his inner non-language conscious dimension 2 world.